Hey there, everybody. Welcome back with the Plapper. Platypus is the name, and welcome to another P5X video. Today, I'm going to quickly go over the 1.3 live stream. You can even read it here on the right side of the screen if you just want to read it really quick. But just to quickly give you a summary, it's mostly stuff we knew about with a couple new things. And no, they did not address any controversy. There was no like Minami 6-month wait, the standard banner 6-month wait. There was nothing about her missing Cognite or her missing weapon dupe. Um, Basically, they didn't even go near it with a 10-foot pole, 7-foot pole, whatever the saying is. I don't know. They didn't even approach it. I didn't expect them to, but yeah, they didn't talk about it, and I suspect they never will, but we will find out. As far as rating it, I'd probably give it like a 3 or 4 out of 10 overall. I was planning to get up at 5 a.m. to watch this, but I was like, you know what? I'm too tired. I got to sleep more because I stayed up a little bit late too. And so after watching it, I don't think I'm even going to lie to myself about waking up to watch them until like 2.0. Maybe I'll watch like 2.0 and 3.0 live and get you the video out faster. But it was a lot of fluff. Like there was for an hour stream. I think they have a goal internally that they need to stream for just about an hour, and they don't have an hour of stuff to stream. And so it was like a lot of fluff. Like there's this whole section here where they're doing a let's play of content that's already been out in the game. Like they're literally doing 1.2 content here in a live stream, and then they're doing like a quiz show, but it's like they're just looking at a person and guessing their stuff. And it's like there's nothing wrong with like these ladies or this guy or whatever, right? They all seem plenty likable, but it's just the point is it's just fluff, right? There wasn't a whole lot of meat and potatoes, and then there was Persona 3 advertisements, right? So it's like they could have told us everything in probably a 20-minute stream, maybe even less, but let's just say 20 minutes. So that would have been probably preferable. Although I do like how big this Lufel is. I think is huge, actually. Let's actually go into what they did announce. That way you guys can watch this, move on with your day. So August 4th, which is going to be probably, under 24 hours from when this video goes live, is when it will go, when the game will be updated. The second part of our current event, we're in the museum. We're also going to get access to the bank, which I believe is new stages, new boss. Hopefully they refresh the shop. They didn't address, I didn't hear them say anything about it, but I bet that they do. And then this event is going to last through August 21st. Makoto and Vino are both getting added to the game. I've already done videos on both of them. Not much to say about that. And we've already done the first part of this event, so we kind of already know what to expect. It'll just be a different story, but I guarantee the structure will be identical. So not a whole lot to say about that. They are adding side stories for Vino and Haruna. These seem to be like one-off side missions where you just get to learn about the character, and I guess just honestly makes it so that they're in the world instead of just being around. So it is kind of nice, but they specifically said this is very casual, no rush. You don't got to do anything about it. But it's always fun to spend, I don't know, 10 minutes probably on a little story like that. They said Key and Yumi are getting synergy stories. It appeared that it means that they're being added as new synergy characters that you can level up with the synergy and get like their full experience, which would be cool because if they add a new synergy, there's a lot of, rewards in there. Also, I mean, it takes a lot of hourglasses to do it, but the point is like you get a lot of rewards and you get a bunch of like little passive benefits. Some are good, some are bad. Sometimes it's just you get an outfit, but sometimes they could be pretty good. Like you get a bunch of social stats while working jobs. And Yumi is a bartender, so this is probably going to be how we get more action points, if I had to guess. So we'll probably want to prioritize Yumi over Key. But still, if they add 2 more new synergies, that is really cool. Once they get to like level 10, it becomes quite a bit harder to level them up, and so you can get a lot of easy rewards really quick. Updates to the club stories, meaning you're going to get one more band story, probably, or whatever. You're going to get a couple more band stories, and you're going to get a couple more of the soccer stories, kind of progressing that story. I don't think it's really that possible to actually complete those 100% right now. Maybe it is. I don't think the soccer is literally possible. Maybe if you're like the music god, you get S rank on everything, you can max that out, but I think they're kind of drip feeding the stories as well, and I think they give you experience. I'd have to remember that. They also said Rikuto scenario is getting an update. I honestly didn't even know what that was. It's a guy with a beanie, right? Can I see it really quick here? It's this guy here, and I'm sure that I've seen him before, and there was a story. I do not remember this seen though, but it's getting an update, so that will be cool. Maybe it's something I just did really early on in the game, and it's been like, it's been, I think, what, 6 weeks now. We're going on 2 months, so it's been a little while. And then the Tabby treasure event they're adding, this is going to be, it seems like it's going to be pretty similar to the current event that we have right here. Bada bing. Like it, I don't know for sure if this is just going to be one of the drive events where you just do some quests and you get the stuff and you get the rewards, or if you're actually going to have to go into the world and like find items like you did for the initial quests. But this is, I mean, look, it says that it's a bunch of mats and a bunch of gems. I mean, this is all good stuff. I'm proud of it. And yeah, you can see here new bonds. So these are going to be whole new synergies here. I will say one thing that I do like about this game is whenever they release an event like this, they don't also add something to the shop to make the event like better. Like I've played a lot of gacha games where it's like, hey, here's a new event. You can earn up to 1,000 currency. And then it's like, yeah, but if you spend this $5, you can also get 5 more tickets to pull on this. And now you can get up to more currency, right? It's like, they don't seem to add the shop to these events specifically, which I do kind of like. Maybe they change that in the future, but I don't know. But yeah, that is all the content and then some. Most of it was just fluff. So it's actually not that small of an update. Like it is nice to get new synergies. It makes it exciting to log in every day, prioritize the characters, and get some easy levels, easy rewards. The side content is kind of fun to do casually. I wouldn't do all this content in one day. I would try to do a little bit of it every day for the next week or two, because that's pretty much the next update we're going to get. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it still was fun. I am excited for this in general. I gave it a 3 out of 10, mostly because of all the fluff and not addressing any concerns. But as far as the content itself, that is doing most of the heavy lifting there. And it's not the biggest update, but I do think it's exciting. It's only been 10 days since the last one and a couple weeks to the next one. So I think this is totally fair. Anyway, guys, much love. That is all for today. Per platypus is per ploutopus. I'll see you guys on the flip flops. Bye.